Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, alive and in color from Fishers of Men Campground near Marble Falls, Texas. And it's a cold morning here. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Marble Falls, Texas?
In Marble Falls, it's currently 26 degrees.
It's probably a little cooler than that out here in these hills, so I'm saying it's probably 24. But anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature in Bracketville, Texas?
The current temperature in Bracketville is 31 degrees.
With a high of 64 and sunny and no rain. Wish I was there, but I'm not. But anyway, hey Google, tell us a joke.
How did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut.
Weak, pretty weak. But anyway, guys, today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now, so if there's anything you want to do, I suggest you get busy doing it, because there ain't no promises. But be that as it may, been living in an RV a long time. This is a Class C motorhome, as all of you know, most of you. And so, yeah, thank goodness I have this Class C motorhome. It's really come in handy the past 2 weeks for sure. Can you believe I've already been here about 2 weeks? We've got 2 weeks to go and get everything done, I hope. And boy, I'll be glad when this thing eases up, man. Didn't sleep at all last night, or hardly. But I think I'm going to probably get some Advil. It says you so grouchy. It says, why be in pain when you don't have to? Taking a few Advil isn't going to hurt you. You drink beer and eat lunch meat. Have you looked at the precautions or side effects for those? Certainly, yeah, I have. No doubt about that. PJH says, I've had 2 surgeries like you just went through. Cut deep holes in my back. That was many years ago. Lord willing, no more. Boy, I hear you, man. This is something you don't look forward to. Yeah, we may get some Advil. Hey, Google, add Advil to the shopping list.
Okay, I added Advil.
Yeah, jeez, man. No, this is 10 times worse than the last time. No, that little cut I had last time, a little wound like that, that was not much. But this one is, yeah, you know this one's there. Anyway, John Patillo, great news, Rusty. Thank you very much. Melissa Tress, got a bunch of hearts and stuff. Thank you, Melissa Tress. Jason's Texas Adventure says, you are melanoma free. So glad to hear. Let's celebrate with a beer and cheer. More adventures are near. Well, a little poetry there. Rusty, you have no fear. Well, believe me, I'm human. Tell me, I am human. Sandbarn S. Laugh out loud. I cannot decide which is more enlightening. People eater or they're coming to take me away. Sadly, I grew up in that era also. Thank you, Sandbarn S. Yeah, those were some really deep thinking songs, right? And anyway, Louis Paparella says, sweet, great news. Yeah, it was. I agree. W. Thurman, great news, Rusty. Thumbs up to you. Ralph P. The old stinking goat and I are happy that all your surgery turned out well. Yeah, finally, going for a beer. But anyway, here you go. Here's the old stinking Billy Goat from outer space to give you a good morning kiss. He got one ear. Well, the other ear is taped on his back. Anyway, John Patillo says Tylenol is pretty safe if you stay under the daily dose. It doesn't have the same cardiovascular risk as Advil. I don't know, man. I mean, this drug they're giving me for the antibiotic, it says do not crush or whatever. Like don't chew it or whatever. Well, the only thing is, hell, it's a big pill. You know what I mean? But the surgeon told me to break them in half and just take a half a pill at a time. I mean, I'm even scared of those. Anyway, thank you, John. William Bingham, it's party time while you're waiting. Oh, that was in the waiting room. Some of your dollars going to all those goodies. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, it certainly is. That's got to be paid for sure. This is on beer. The next 3 are on Beer 30. William Bingham, above all, you deserve this Beer 30 more than we can imagine. You're living proof how dangerous melanoma really is and how it spreads so pervasively. Congrats on the clean bill of health. Yeah, he had to track it down. Long way around. Sounds like the surgeon got the wicked witch and her flying monkeys too. Good news. Yeah, it looks like it to me. I just I'm glad it's done. But the healing process has started now. So 2 or 3 days from now, all this pain will be gone, and it'll just continue to heal, I hope, and we won't have any infection. Osprey 72 says, "Good news, Rooster. 2 down, 1 to go." Yeah, the next Thursday, or the weather forecast for Thursday here is like snow Thursday morning. I mean, wouldn't you know it? But I'm hoping my appointment is like late morning, and then that way we won't have any problems. Levi Brewer says, "Late for beer 30. I'm living in my RV. Really nice. Have electric fireplace." Yeah, he sent me some pictures of his RV. It is really nice, and he does have a very nice little electric fireplace. Looks good. It's also a heater. Thank you, Levi. Good luck to you. Louis Paparella, "Never forget the greatest lyric of all time. I've always been crazy, but that's what's kept me from going insane." Yeah, old Waylon Jennings, that's for sure. Marie Marissi, thumbs up to you. Same person again. Snowy Bells 12. "Howdy, Rusty. Very good news. Enjoy your day. Take care always." Yeah, well, I try to. And there's old Levi says, "Now I have a beer." Good. The Steaming Bean says, this is on the cataract stuff. "Thank goodness I am a Canadian with universal health care." Yeah, well, you pay for it in other ways, but that's all right. I mean, everybody thinks they're getting something for free. There is no free lunch, okay? There's no such thing, as free health care. You may go in and not pay anything at the hospital or the doctor's office, but you're paying for it somewhere. Richard Alden, "Stay safe, my dear old friend." Yeah, you too, Richard. Debbie Weckler, "Oh my gosh, just the other day I sang that Flying Purple People Eater to my grandson. He loved it. He asked his daddy if he'd ever seen one. Such good times." Yes, howdy doody time, great times. Yep. Yeah, that was so corny, man. I mean, I'm telling you. That was Debbie Weckler. Anyway, yeah, she also says, "LOL, sock hops, girls fussing and crying over some guy dancing with someone else." Says, "7th grade, that was sometimes, right?" And they went by quick, too. Went by quick. Cheap Laugh Kennedy, "Enjoyed watching, Rusty. This is a very good episode. I remember all those songs with the repetitive, silly lyrics. I always listened to just about any style of music as long as the song had some degree of thought, intelligence, and good melody to it." Yeah, like Purple People Eater. That was a good one. This is on the waiting room. Joe V says, "Nicest waiting room snacks I have ever seen." Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if it's a snack room for the people that work there or not. I mean, nobody came in there. I was the only one in there for an hour. Outcast 1, "Glad to hear it turned out okay." Yeah, me too. Me too. Stephen Smith on Beer 30 says, "This is funny. It's like you're turning into some hipster from the 80s. Oh, they're talking about the sunglasses, I guess. Well, no, those sunglasses those are just cheap Foster Grants I got at Walmart, like $15. But they have I don't know what you call it. It's got the sun block and something else. I mean, yeah, they're pretty neat. Alf Pup, "Does that white sock on your wall say wind or wino?" Wind. What's the story behind that? Also, how to keep your camp spot when you drive the RV away? I camped at a place one time and there was a wind sock, and I did a video of it, and it just kind of took off, and I got people sent me wind socks, and that person cut a sock and put wind on it. Wind sock, you got it? And that's the story behind that. And how do I keep my spot? I don't. I just leave my water hose here and my electric cord and go. No, because they know somebody's here. DOS 1955 says, "Rusty, whiskey for pain is the best medicine." I haven't drank whiskey in a long time, man. And trying to see how much time we got. We just got started. Yeah, it may be. I mean, I know they used to give people whiskey before they did surgery on them, and now they use a local anesthetic. Jerry Hickey, "Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf would want." Yeah, he says, "I just gave away my age. I also had surgery 2 weeks ago to remove a skin growth. I was lucky mine wasn't cancer. I'm glad they got rid of all yours. Yeah, me too, man. Yep. But you know, you get older, and you know, it's kind of like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. You know what I mean? So you know, but you know what I mean. Simply Me Journey. Wow, nice doctor's office with all those goodies. I thought so too, and I took advantage of them. Simply Me, considering the cost of healthcare today, the coffee and snacks are anything but free. Should have packed the coffee maker on your back and took it home. No, thank you. I don't drink coffee anyway. Rarely I'll have a cup. Outcast One, another crazy song is Surfing Bird by the Trash Men. I hear you. Mike Ellis, the drinking game, Rangers, is to take a swallow every time you hear Fort Clark Springs. Okay, well, take a drink. Have a drink, have a drink. This is Texas Lady. Cheers and glad for the good news. The Purple People Eater song reminds me of a car that my dad's friend had back in the 70s, and that's what we called it. It was a purple gremlin. Haven't seen one since. Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, and she also says, forgot to add, I do use the Amazon link every time I order for it, so it's easy and no problem at all. Well, thank you, Texas Lady, and all of you that do use the Amazon link. It helps, you know what I mean? It does, believe me. Karen Browser, my son lives in Cedar Park, and homes are shooting up and averages $500,000 and up. Oh, I don't doubt that a bit. I mean, that's a hot area right now. Spiderhead, you've been through a lot past few weeks. You done good. Take care. Rest up a bit. Feel better, Rusty. By the way, old lyrics are still much better than today. Old songwriters knew more than just four-letter words. No, I agree. Yeah, well, that's anyway, that's the way it is. Thank you, Spiderhead. Sherry Hooker, glad you knocked another thing off your list. Now it's up to the healing. Good luck with checking off number 3. Have a great weekend, Rusty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this thing under control. It'll take 3 or 4 days, but it should be in pretty good shape prior to getting the cataract surgery done. That's my plan, or it was my plan. Deborah Dockler, I just want to say I wish you well and prayers for you throughout all of the medical stuff. Just be okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Lauren Chirasso, I have a winery in Johnson City. Well, good for you, Lauren. What kind? You should have given the name of the wine. That was a video I did of Johnson City at Fat Boy Burgers. That's a good place to have a hamburger. Fat Boy Burgers in Johnson City, Texas. It's right off Highway 281. Mickey Chickwinya says LOL on the waiting room. Thank you. This is on comment call. This is Anthony Owens. You rock, Rusty. I'm your big fan, Rusty. How have you been, Rusty? Fine. How is life going? Fine. Meaning, how is life doing for you? Well, it's doing okay so far. I mean, you know, you hit these little bumps in the road occasionally, but that's the way life is. You know, you just keep going. Deborah Dockler. Oh, I forgot. Cheers to you and me. I like my, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere to have a drink on me. I love my beer 5 somewhere. Anyway, good for you, Deborah Dockler. Enjoy your day. Little Kittle. Hope everything went well at the dermatologist. Great room tour. What fun. It did, and now I'm paying for it. It's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, the Advil is, yeah, we're going to try that. But this damn pill they gave me for the antibiotic is the one that concerns me. I don't know if I can swallow that big a pill without choking. You know, and it says not to chew it on the container, but the doctor said to break it in half. What's the difference? Anyway, JJoy7, this reminds me of when I'd have to take my children to the doctor's office. If the wall was long, they'd start nosing into all the containers and drawers. Then they'd tell me if they didn't want the stuff bothered, they shouldn't leave the kids in there for so long. No, the kids are just nosy. Well, that's how they learn. Clint Price, what wonderful news. I'm very happy for you. Thank you, Clint Price. Sky King, I remember that TV series. Thank you for an actual driving video. Most of them are 5 things to not do with no driving. No, we're fine. The Class C driving videos. I enjoy driving. I'll be driving it today, going to the grocery store. So for a noon video, I'll come up with something, hopefully. Out of here, good to hear. Enjoy your cold beverage. That was on Beer 30. This next one's on Beer 30. Next 3 on Beer 30. RV living with the geezer. Rusty, I bet a couple of chorizo and bean tacos would speed up the healing. It probably would, man. I don't know. There's no place around here to get really good chorizo and bean tacos. Well, there may be. There's a place over in Kingsland, but I'm not going to drive over there. Thank you, RV Living with the Geezer. Check that channel out on YouTube. Samantha, he says, you are so funny. Well, yeah, I hear you. It ain't funny. Maybe goosey, huh? Lindsay Abraham. I have to tell you, I really needed this Beer 30. A dear friend of mine they died and they spread the ass. He was a Marine member. So anyway, thank you, Lindsay, for your comment, and sorry to hear about your friend. Steve S. Steele, great news for you, Rusty. I had skin cancer removed twice last summer. You were right. The surgeon told me that long sleeve shirts for me, even in the summer. He said that our skin has taken a beating from all of our years out in the sun with no sunscreen and skin protection. I can tell you I learned my lesson after going through this mess. Glad you're cancer free too. See you down the road. Yeah, fasten your seatbelts. Got it. Thank you, Steve. This is Elbert reporting. Success is a good feeling. Congratulations. Well, it's a good not feeling. It feels like crap. I mean, you know. And boy, I didn't sleep much last night. You couldn't move. You know, every direction I moved, and I was in pain. And so we're going to fix that today. Hello, Advil. Yeah, I'm just anti-medication, so I punish myself sometimes. Robert Williams. And back in the day, they sold pet rocks also. While we were distracted with all of that nonsense, it says they were assassinating our presidents, faking news stories, and playing us for fools, kind of like they're still doing. Well, no, they haven't let up on that. It says sunshine is not harmful if we were to eat natural food. Well, I don't know about that. I think it's the sunlight that does the damage. Me so happy for the good news on the melanoma. Me too, babe, because that stuff's bad, bad, bad. This is on the waiting room. Rebecca Nostrant says, you're so funny. I enjoyed this video. Thanks for making me smile. Goldie. Yeah, well, I was just passing the time. You know, I was just sitting there and I thought, hell, I'll do a video. Beer 30. Little Kittle says, yay, so thankful for your results. Thank you, Little Kittle. Danny Yates. Rusty, the most ridiculous song that I remember is, yeah, bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. No, I hear you. I wish I'd have thought of that one. That was another winner. Yeah, it says, enjoy your videos. Thank you. Thank you, Danny Yates. We'll do a few more here, then we'll shut her down. D. Anderson. Rusty, discovering Keurig about 20 years after it hit the market made my day. That's the first time I'd ever seen one. I use mine daily. It's definitely not as good as regular brewed coffee, but it's not bad and prevents me from drinking a whole pot. Yeah, well, since I don't drink coffee, there was no reason for me to know about it, but thank you. Big Boy DK. Rusty, that's great news about your surgery success. Have you ever had a pedicure? No. I go all the time as I haven't been able to see my feet since I was a teenager. My Johnson either, for that matter. Well, yeah, well, you might want to cut back on the input. That's your choice, though. Barbara Smith, oh my gosh, congrats on the good news. Now you can carry on, my friend. Yeah, I really can. Even though today is probably be a little, today will be a little uneasy, and then tomorrow we'll start to curve up, I hope. Barbara Smith, as long as there's no infection. See, that's the key, man. Last time I got by with no infection, and that was great. Barbara Smith, oh my gosh, congrats on the great news. Now you can carry, oh, I read that. Raring to go, number 7. Taking care of the small things often prevents larger catastrophes later on. Anyway, thank you, Raring to go. Appreciate it. Barbara Smith, hey Rusty, remember the stroll? Oh hell yeah, come let's stroll across the floor. Oh yeah, I remember every song back then had a dance that went with it, you know. Anyway, King for a Day says, Purple People Eater song came out about the same time as The Witch Doctor. I remember kids in school and neighborhood singing these songs. Silly, but better than the sick, perverted stuff today. Yeah. Anyway, he also talks about Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, that's another one. It says that was by Sham and the Pharaohs, and he says that that's from memory. Didn't have to Google it. Yeah, isn't that something? How we remember those old songs like that. We'll do 3 more and then we'll shut her down. Right? Yeah, we're good. Jack Turtle, them Lotus cookies are nice, Rusty. Most likely you never had anything like it. Most likely I didn't. Craig W. Hunt, I like the room of a Class C over the Class B, as you cannot beat the comfort. No, it's true. For people that buy the Class Bs, I'm sure there's a reason, but for less they can buy a Class C. Of course, you get the gas mileage is not as good, but my God, you can stand straight up, and it got a 7-foot ceiling. I mean, come on, it's nice. Last one here, Colton Calhoun. How can I get one of these in Frederickson? I don't know where that is. NB. They are not offered in any Home Depot around here. Colton, I don't know. If Home Depot can't help you, I can't. But anyway, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. You just click on the link in the description of the video and go to Amazon and buy whatever you choose. But you do what you want to do. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. You know what I mean. And then take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those neural links in there are forming. All those neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So add the good ingredients, common sense. Don't watch the news. Don't watch the news loaded with negativity. You know it. And then what else? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye until the noon video, which will be, I have no clue, guys. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk again later. And gradually this thing will start to curve up. Adios, amigos. Bye.